So on the bike behind me is the Ragley hardtail that I just built, and I've just finished it finally. And after my first ride, I realized the dropper post isn't working like I think it should. It has a lot of stiction, so that means it's not smoothly going up. You know, there's sometimes I have to bump it with my butt to get it to fully go all the way up. And I was like, okay, this is odd. So I reached out to Fox, and they were like, oh yeah, if that's whatever, just send it in. Are you still under warranty? And I went to go look up when this was originally bought and then what it is to now. And I was just out of warranty by like 29 days. So unfortunately, I can't send it in. I'll have to pay for them to fix it or service it or whatever it is. So in my head, I was like, okay, so they're gonna charge me the service fee and then I gotta probably ship it. I don't know how this works. I haven't gone through it yet. So give me a break there, I don't know. And I was like, that kind of sucks. I'm like, I don't think this seat post has more than like 50 hours on it. I bought it from a friend, local friend, and he barely rode on it because it wouldn't work with his bike. And then I bought it off him, and it sat for months. And I was like a little bit upset because I finally finished this build. It's been going on for months. You know, I've been very busy. And I get to ride it, and I'm like, oh, the dropper doesn't work correctly. So I guess this is a kind of common thing with Fox droppers, is there's a stiction issue. And I looked it up, and it was people were like, oh, it just doesn't work that well. Even if it hasn't been used, it needs to be taken apart, you know, cleaned, and then re-lubed with something like SRAM butter or some type of lube, and then put back together. So that kind of sucks. And I'll share you the emails here from Fox. I won't, you know, I'll keep all the personal details out of it, but just to show you like, hey, if you're having this issue, you only have a 1-year warranty on what's considered some of the, like, you know, the best dropper posts by Fox, but you need to send it in for a service warranty, and they only warranty it for 1 year because that's their interval for servicing it. This is just unfortunate for me. The post behind me doesn't really have any hours on it at all. It mostly sat for most of its life until it actually got put on this build for the Ragley, which I just rode last week. So what I'm doing is I'm going to say, maybe if you're thinking about getting at least a Fox dropper post that's before their 2025 one, is maybe look at some alternatives. Just because of this, you know, nothing against people who have Fox or Fox themselves, like that's plainly on their page, 1 year, whatever. I'm just going to go probably with something like PNW or even 1UP. PNWs have a lifetime warranty on it. That is for defects. So they might say, hey, it's not a defect, you just need to service it. But the PNW service is what, 49 bucks, and that gets you a shipping label as well when you buy it for 49 bucks. Seems like a deal to me. The PNW is also charged with a bike shock pump versus like a nitrogen filled piston, which I believe that's what the Foxes have, correct me if I'm wrong. So you can't self-service or, you know, inflate the piston on the Fox. Maybe the new 2025s you can, I don't know. I'm not shopping for one of those. And then 1UP also has, I believe it's a 2 or 3 year warranty on theirs, which I think is pretty good when you compare it to Fox for 1 year warranty. And I believe the serviceability on the 1UP is also pretty good. I mean, there's a bunch of other droppers out there too, you know, Bike Yoke and Brand X, whatever, Fusion. Please don't get a Fusion. That's on my stump jumper back there, and it just doesn't work at all. And I emailed them, and I never heard back. So that's just what that bike came with. But yeah, I'm going to show you just like the issue I'm having with it. And I've watched a bunch of videos and people taking apart this specific transfer dropper and cleaning it. And I asked Fox, I'm like, do you have any documentation on this dropper that can allow me to at least clean it and service it and get it functioning again. And they said, no, there's nothing. It's not serviceable. We do not recommend you open it at all. Don't do anything to it. Ship it into us. We'll take care of it. He did say the new 2025 is a serviceable one that the end consumer can service. So I just don't think they want people tearing it apart and losing like the guides or the little ball bearing that goes in the bottom of the dropper post. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you what I was dealing with. So this is my Raggedy Big Owl build that I did. And this is the transfer dropper post right here. 1-up lever, tuned to actuate it within the first couple millimeters of doing that. This is actually loose in here, so there's no clamping force on it. And if I hit this dropper lever, nothing, it just doesn't move. And now, I just want to say, like, this dropper post has almost no hours on it at all, maybe 50 at max from my friend that had it before me. But he stopped using this because it didn't work for his bike, and he just bought a different one. So I can keep hitting this and nothing happens. And I'm sure, a lot of people will be like, well, yeah, idiot, just service it. I understand that. You just have to send it in for service. They don't recommend you taking apart the dropper as well. And I don't hate Fox products. I want to say that right now. I don't hate it. I just wish I probably would have made a different choice for a dropper post, like the PNW that I mentioned, or maybe like the 1-up V3. So I just wanted to make this video, and you might be like, this is not even connected to the dropper. So I'm gonna hold down this dropper post here, bump it, there it goes. I have to do that when I ride. Sometimes I'll have the dropper maybe right here, and I'll actuate it, and sometimes it just doesn't bottom out to the top, it doesn't ping or knock. So it works now that I've got it going. It just sucks you can't self-service this dropper post. I'm sure you can. I've seen a bunch of videos of guys online taking them apart. I just don't think Fox wants you doing that. And I don't blame them. They don't want people destroying it and then sending it in for service and then blaming them. For them, it's more of a precaution. That's like, the car dealership. Hey man, like, don't take apart your whole engine and try and put it back together and then come in here for a warranty claim or something stupid, something along that lines. So that's it. I just wanted to make a quick video about the Fox transfer dropper. I'm guessing one's before the 2025 model, which they changed up and added some new diameters. I just want to reiterate, I'm not trying to hate on any people who have Fox droppers or necessarily even hate on the company. I love Fox. They make great suspension, make great products. I had Fox coilovers on my Miata when I had that. Great. I just think there might be better options out there besides that. And I know you can't get Kashima coat on PNW or 1-up. And then, for you people who want that, you're gonna make that decision. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to inform you of my experience, and hopefully some people out there can take what I've said and make an educated decision on what they want to buy. But going forward, I think I would probably be buying PNW for droppers, just because I do like the idea of kind of supporting them. They seem, like a smaller company. I think 1-up is actually owned by Pawn or something, so 1-up is not really much of a small company. In essence, I think they're owned by a bigger conglomeration. Maybe PNW is too, I don't know. But I do like that they have the lifetime warranty on it. That's for defects or something wrong with the dropper. And they have a really solid service. And they have a bunch of great features like adjustability in the dropper. So, I'm pretty sure you can self-service. It has a piston that uses a regular air shock pump. So just wanted to throw this out here for you guys and hopefully inform some of you who have a decision to make. So awesome. See you later. Thank you.